How to come up with 50 blog ideas for a niche in less than an hour. If you know nothing about blogging, or if you don't know what you want to blog about, just trying to think of ideas, it's not always easy to decide what am I going to write about, what should I blog about. Well, it's not that difficult either to actually come out with a list of ideas that you could blog about in an hour. Take a pen and paper, sit down and ask yourself some questions. Just ask yourself, what do I like to do? Where do I like to go? What interests me most? What are my passions? What questions can I answer? How can I answer these questions? What do my customers want to hear? And what are the problems that my customers have each day? What do they face each day that I can actually give them an answer to? So think about your past, think about your childhood, think about what you used to do, what you used to love in your childhood, and how can that relate back to what you are doing today? Or how does it not relate? What lessons did you learn from it? Lessons we learn is a very good thing that we can actually blog about. Also, your interests in reading. What do you read? What do you like to read? You could share those with your customers, your clients, and share them on your blogs, write up little reviews. People do enjoy those sort of blogs too. I've actually written quite a few different blogs just about my family. I'm like, is it good luck to catch leaves? The reason I wrote about leaves is I used to enjoy catching leaves. I'm not too sure if it was a lucky thing or not because I didn't really worry about those suspicions. But on Friday the 13th, I thought that would be something good to actually put in. Some people do follow suspicions. And I've also written here how to treat bites and stings in Australia. They're not really the same niche. You can see I use nature photos as I am out always in the nature. But the reason I'm written about that is there's so much going on at present in Australia about snake bites. So this is one thing that we can look at. What's going on in the news? How can I link what I like and what my business is about to things that's going on in the news? Now, so let's have a little look. If you are stuck in thinking about little ideas and putting questions together and where you could go to actually get some help. Now, for myself in the affiliate marketing business, I actually on the website here also have a page where I can actually go to, and Stu Across, one of my mentors, he answers questions about what is a six-figure mentor. So again, I would talk about these questions. I would ask these questions of what people would like, and I would answer these questions. I'd also go to Stu Across's site as he has many videos on how to deal with different situations. So again, it's putting people in contact with a mentor, using the contacts and the people you have and just refer to them, just point in the direction. This is what the people would like to hear. One way to actually go through and think as well is to use a website called answerthepublic.com. If you were, for example, doing digital marketing, we could actually put in here digital marketing and click get questions. There's going to be lots of questions that are going to come up that people may be asking. Scroll down and look at all this here, look at all these questions we could ask. Let's just go to the what and see what we could ask in the what area. So in the what area it says what digital marketing entails. Again, that's something you'll be able to answer because people will be asking what exactly is digital marketing. Did you know what digital marketing was before you started digital marketing? Do you do digital marketing? Maybe your industry is something totally different. If your industry is about flower arrangements, you would then put in flower arrangements and see what people are asking about flower arrangement. But let's just go back to the digital marketing and look at some of these other questions. So it says, what is a digital marketing PPT? So again, we'll be able to answer that question. Or what is digital marketing analytics? Again, this is a question that some people will be asking. As you progress down your journey, there'll be different questions that you will be able to ask for different people within your niche. How digital marketing is different from traditional marketing? Great question to ask. Now, if I was asking that question, or if I was answering that question, I would relate it to the real estate industry, as I have worked in the real estate industry. Because how different really is the real estate industry and digital marketing? It's not a lot different. One is totally online, but yet today there's a lot more real estate agents that are totally online too. So they're not very different at all. So this is just one place where you could go and get lots of questions where you could actually answer, and that was answerthepublic.com. Another place that you could use if you're stuck on what sort of niche to go to is WikiHow. So if you just type in wikihow.com, when you go to WikiHow, it comes up with some of the latest interests that people are looking for. At present, it's make a mummy costume. Well, that's pretty easy to know why people are looking at things like that. It's almost Halloween. On Halloween, people like to know how to do things for Halloween, so it will be the perfect time to actually create something for the Halloween and answer some questions there. And again, this can link back to your niche, or it can just be answering and resolving something that someone is looking for. So scroll through and see, is there anything in here? Now this one really interests me for Halloween. Carve a pumpkin, because you always want to have nice shapes for the pumpkin, so that is a fantastic video and what to do there, how to do that. Now if you don't know yourself, then learn it yourself before you teach it. If it's not something though down your niche, find something in your niche that you can just relate to and talk about. You could just talk about how you used to put pumpkins out at the end of the street on Halloween when you were a child. It doesn't have to be something that you're showing straight away and having to go out of your way to think, right, I've got to get that done right now so I can teach it right now. It really has to be more authentic than that, something that you are actually learning as you go. Now another good site to use is the Listverse. So if you go into Listverse, if you don't follow the news too much, I don't follow too much in the news. I like to listen to my own audios, so and also I do my own reading online. So I tend to find that I would probably be talking more about books and articles. But if you need to look at what's happening in the news and want to relate anything back, go into Listverse and see if there's anything in here. Again, 10 surprising facts about the haunted house industry. Again, this links back to Halloween. Halloween's coming up, so that, of course, that's what we're going to have. In this case, I would actually use a local house and talk about one of our local houses that opens its door on Halloween, because again, I like to share on my daily walks about different things happening around this area. So I would promote the local houses that are open on Halloween Day if I was actually talking about Halloween and how fun it is to actually be involved in booking out and being involved in the community activities. Now those are only just a few of the sites. There's plenty of other sites that you can actually go to for look at how to do videos to actually blog about. I've just come onto my Facebook page because I do want to show what I'm actually doing at present, and it's something that I have found quite useful in answering a question. Each day I tend to put a question out to be answered. So today's question was, what are 3 things you are grateful for about friends? And although people do comment in the comments below, I come on later on in the day live and talk about what my answer was. I've been doing this now for about 15 days. I have it set up on a scheduled post. I'll put a link in to how to schedule posts at the bottom of the video, but I have it in a scheduled post where I do actually share a different gratitude post each day, and then I come back, as I said, and answer it. It's one way where I can actually then communicate out in a niche and prepare things in a blog to be able to repurpose and reuse. Now I hope some of these tips are helping you think, what would I be able to talk about? So whether it's your interests, your past, your current situation, books you've read, are you an early bird or a night owl, the 7 habits of effective people, is that something that you'll be able to talk about? Are you answering your customers' problems? Are you resolving loads of little issues? Do you like to watch the sunrise and sunset? And if so, why? And what are you doing right now to improve your situation and your education? What skills are you learning? What things do you feel that your customers or clients would like to learn? These are all questions to ask. Share your travel experience, share your weekends away, talk about your obstacles, talk about everything that challenges that you have faced. There are so many questions that you could ask yourself, and you probably will find that your customers are actually asking the same things, and your followers, they're asking the same things. So really just think to yourself, what would I like to know? and that is what you would like to share. I share on the site how to do things in marketing, how to do social media marketing, how to do affiliate marketing. I also share gratitude and visualization. So please click the like button, the subscribe button, and click the bell button to receive updates of when I send out videos. Have a great day.